How does the hymn go? Oh, what a beautiful morning. Well, could have been written for today. What a beautiful morning. Good morning world, welcome to Saturday 25th of November. Something may be a bit special later on. My wife announced to me last night that she's bought some tickets for us to go and see something that I'm interested in and maybe you'll be interested in, but I won't tell you what it is just yet because I don't know if I can take that. I think I can, but I don't know. So yeah, something a bit special may be coming up this afternoon. First off though, feed that lot. Morning Horribles, morning. Okay, that's that lot. Happy, if ever geese can be happy. They're usually unhappy, spiteful, mean, aggressive, bloody noisy. Right, so as you can see, from the colour of the grass and my boots, we had a frost last night. And very welcome it was too. Yeah, gives you opportunity to write silly things on people's windows and draw pictures and stuff. So yeah, I say welcome to frost because frost means dry, firm, clean. So yeah, we like frost. Far better than rain. Snow, wind. Right, down to the sheds, pick up a bale, get going. All right, I don't know how many more times we're going to be doing this. If it stays dry, the young stock can remain outside longer, but we are forecast some inclement weather again next week. So I don't know, we're going to have to really consider the plans of what we're going to do when we bring them home, because it's a case of, well, where am I going to put them? There's a couple of choices. I could split them up. I could put the girls in with the cows that are calving, but it's already a little bit tight in there. I could put the boys in with the bull, that won't do any harm. Or I could put the boys in with the bull and then create a second area for the girls, because obviously they can't go anywhere near their dad or their brother. So what we might end up doing, we've almost emptied that end bay of hay. We got what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 bales left in there. So what we might have to do is move those bales out temporarily, put a load of the straw bales that are in there, bear with, make some space. The shredder is temporarily going to go back in here once I finish the floor. You may remember that the floor was a little bit wet clay and the machine had sunk. So last night I emptied out one of our bags of used silage wrap, basically dug it all out. This is dug out, so like it was nearly 18 inches deep down there, because that's where the soft bit was. Dug it all out, put down the old silage bags as a membrane, if you like, and I started last night bringing some stone in, but I ran out of daylight and I'd had enough. So that's possibly a job we'll finish later this morning after we've done the calves. Come back in here, finish leveling this off, finish packing this down, and then the shredder can come back in here. I'll put it back against the wall, and I mean a couple of those bales may have to come in front of this temporarily. That might just be the way it has to be, so we'll use them up quick enough. Yeah, and then some of the straw out of there, over there, and then I can create a holding pen for just the heifers. There's only going to be, well, I can't actually remember how many of them are heifers, but it's say half, so 9. So I don't need a big area. But the water is at the far end, which is a bit of a pain unless I bring the pipe up, because the water is, see the blue pipe down there? It is there. I've left that exposed because I eventually wanted to put a supply across and a water supply in there. And but I could tee off and put it in. I don't know, I'll think about that. Anyway, first things first, bail for the young stock. Morning, Mustang. Nice firm bail, that's how I like them. Right, very gently this time. This bail's got to travel a few miles, and this knife is quite sharp. So just tickle it down the side. I don't want to cut the net. That smells fantastic. Biscuit, come on, come on. Oh, oh, Biscuit, did you miss the step? Did you miss the step? Hey, did you? Did you miss the step? Do you want to try that again? Go on, up you go. I think she was maybe thinking of what's in the bag. Go on, over you go. Over. No, that's not for you. No, you won't like that. Get over. Get over. That's cakes. And whiskey mince pies from my dad. Oh, that really is a cracking morning. It is bright though, because the sun's still quite low. Okay, so something else I wanted to talk to you briefly about was live uploads. The upload I did with my daughter this weekend with about pies and that went quite well. We had a lot more people there than we thought we were going to, considering it was quite short notice that I was going to do it. Literally, there was a short video in the day to say we were going to do it, and a message only an hour or so before on communities. So communities on our page, in fact on every channel, if you go into a channel's page, look at their front page, and there's boxes at the top, you can click on them, and one of those is communities. And I use that, not regularly, but occasionally I'll put a message in there, so it is worthwhile keeping your eye on that. So you should get a notification. If you've got notifications on, switched on, you should have a notification that I've put a message up. And if you don't know where that message is, look in communities. Anyway, on the strength of the reaction we had from the live video on the weekend, not just during the video, I mean, I think we peaked at about 927 viewers, which was outstanding. Thank you for everybody who joined us. It's had like 10,000 views as well. People have gone back and looked at it, made their mind up if they've been thinking about it. Well, is he an idiot? Well, I think the video kind of proved that I am. And yeah, I am. I don't care. I'm quite happy. I'm a happy idiot. So I think the plan is now, part of our channel membership package, one of the things I did promise to do, and none of you has pulled me up on this yet, which is very kind of you, was that as part of the membership package, I would do regular live Q&A sessions with our channel members. So I think that's going to happen, and we're thinking, this isn't set in stone, we're only thinking, hello darling, we're thinking Sunday afternoons around about 4 o'clock. If you're a channel member, you can come on, and around about that time, we're choosing that time because it kind of, most of our viewers are either UK or west of us. So 4 o'clock in the afternoon is probably like 9 o'clock in the morning over in the other side of America. But it gives everybody a chance, if they want to join in, they can. So we're not going to do just exclusive members live things. We'll probably do members video maybe once a week every Sunday, provided there's something to talk about. But we'll still do live uploads for everybody, just subscribers. Don't take that wrong, me saying just subscribers. So even if you're not a member, you'll still get a chance to say hi or get a shout out or something. The only thing is, because there's only about 412 members, I think, on the channel, as a member, you're far more likely to be seen in the chat and have a question answered. Yeah, so what do you reckon? What do you reckon? And please don't someone say, oh, second class citizen because I'm not a member. If you start talking like that, I'm just going to chuck you out of the chat, because it's not about that. It's a way for me to thank those that go the extra mile through their choice to become a channel member and support us in the farm, which we really, really appreciate. So if you don't already know, I'll tell you again, the little barn we were just looking in, that I'm putting the floor in, our members paid for that. Okay, that's what our membership money goes to. It goes into the farm. It doesn't go into plush holidays or flash cars or expensive days out. It goes into the farm. All right, and you can see where it goes. Anyway, I've batted on long enough. Go and deliver this bale, sort that out, deliver these cakes to my dad, and then that might be it for this morning, until maybe this afternoon if I take the camera to Bristol. I am going to tell you what I'm doing. We're going to Bristol and we're going to the Concorde Museum, British Aerospace down at Filton. Apparently it's 20 years. It's the 20-year anniversary since Concorde was retired. It's 20 years already. And there is a fantastic museum in Filton. It's not just dedicated to Concorde, it's basically dedicated to flight and aerospace in Bristol. Bristol's got a huge, very, very long history in flight, defence. There's everything in there. You can go in there and you can look at Rapier missile systems, you can look at airplane cockpits, you can look at old aeroplanes, you can have a wander around most of Concorde. I say wander around, you can't go in the cabin and you can't go right down into the passenger deck, but you can go up into like the reception part of the deck, I suppose you'd call it, and you can wander down a bit of it. It's like an in and out. I've been once before, really enjoyed it, but because it's the 20th anniversary this week or today or something, they're holding some special events down there. Unfortunately, my missus found it too late. All the guided tours were booked up, but she has managed to get me a flight with the Red Arrows. Yep, you heard it. I'm going up in a Red Arrow. Never actually going to leave the floor, but I'm going up in a Red Arrow this afternoon, today. Watch this space. Welcome to Tidderington, the family seat, the family village, kind of where we came from. So Pullins have been over here for, let's say, the best part of 700 years. So I reckon that makes us fairly local. Why is that gate shut? That gate should not be shut. Well, it's quite firm out here, so that's a positive. Still a bit confused as to why the gate was shut though, because it shouldn't be. Right, let's give it a bit of fresh ground. Coming up. Come on. There you go, breakfast is served. Mmm, yummy. Quick look round there while we're here. You're a bit mucky, aren't you? There's a couple of them a bit mucky, but I think that's partly down to the grass. And of course they're on silage as well, which a lot of people say, oh, it should be on straw. Well, we've only got wheat straw in big square bales. We don't have any barley straw. So they are on silage. But apart from a couple of slightly mucky bums, everybody looks pretty happy. 1, 2. All right, am I going to be able to count them? Here we go. Can I just squeeze in there? Where are we going to start from? There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That'll do. We'll leave them to it. But it's nice to have the ground firm again. So they're quite happy out here. If it stays like this, there's no rush to bring them in. Well, the frost up there has made the grass look thicker. It's not, but it is at least green. Just thought I'd add that in. Actually, I think before we go with Dad's, we'll shoot up the barn, because if it's that cold, the fans would have been on last night, and to see if the crop temperature's dropped below that magic number. So it was on 14, we'd like it at 12. So let's see if we've got a bit nearer. Well, I can hear the fans running, so they've definitely been on. Right, like I say, let's go see what the magic number is. Okay, so that's crop temperature from the probe. It's in the crop. That's air temperature, and that's why the fans are on. We're getting there. A couple of days like this would dip you down to the magic 12, and then everything can be turned off then. Yeah, that's progress. Where's the dog? Biscuit? Oh, you're there. That's all right. For a second I thought I'd left her in there and the alarm was going to go off. Then we'd have the alarm company ring and say, oh, your alarm's gone off. Yeah, it's the dog. Yeah. Right, we are back. In fact, we've been back for a little while. I've had my milky coffee, which was very nice. Thank you, Mrs. P. I've caught up on my emails and maybe a little bit of YouTube. And now we're going to take that off there, put that on and move some stone. So stick around if you want to see some skid steer action. This may take a little while. Hopefully we'll get it finished today. We'll just push that out first. That's the last bit of shredding from yesterday. So we got a fair pile here now. So the next question is, what am I going to do with it all? So normally I would spread that out in the golf course because we don't mow that. So the odd stick or whatever, it doesn't matter too much. The muck will go out on our mowing ground where it does matter if there's bits of stick in it. Yeah. Right. Not sure how much of this I'm going to keep or whatever else, because basically what I'm doing is I'm going backwards and forwards, picking up a bucket full of that and then spreading it in there, getting the floor level up to where I want, and then when that's done, I'm going to put the Zago in there. That's pretty much it. That's where it's deepest there, so I want to run over it as many times as possible and press it down. So the bucket full here holds approximately half a ton of stone, and I've already put in maybe 15 bucketfuls, so I'm thinking maybe just over halfway. come out of there. Right, want a bit more in there. We're almost there. This could be the last bucketful, at least for now. We might top it up next year perhaps, but yeah, I think we're down the left hand side. We're almost there. So the bits of timber there, in case you were wondering, that's where the drain pipe comes up. So underneath there is a perforated pipe which I need to connect the gutter into. Another job. So I'm just leaving those bits of board over there for a minute to protect that and keep the stone away from getting into the pipe. So just in case you wondered. All right.
Right. Good firm ground. Well, we'll soon find out. We'll put the shredder there. Shredder is heavy. I don't actually know what the unladen weight of it is. I did, I just can't remember. Heavy. So, but that is best part of 18 inches of stone in there. Like I say, laid it on top of old solid wrap. I emptied a complete dumpy bag of our waste solid wrap, one of those, into the floor under here. It'll probably never be dug up again. I don't think it will anyway. Whether or not we concrete the floor in here, which would be nice to do that one day, that might mean scratching some of this out and putting some clean stone on top, because concrete does not like being laid straight on top of this. There's a chemical reaction. It doesn't like it. But, you know, we'll let this go down for a bit. I would like to concrete this in here, because this is kind of a multi-purpose shed. We built this as a machine shed, possibly a muck store, although I think now, with the number of cattle we've got, it's not big enough as a muck store. So we might have to revisit that another day with what we're going to do with muck, because rules and regulations are tightening up on that. So yeah, it might be a case of we'll concrete this out one day and maybe even turn this into a calf house or something, because plenty of ventilation. That is due west. All the weather comes that way. Plenty of air in here. There's scope in here if we wanted to. We could put a middle leg in here, and then we could hang gates across, or feed barriers, or, you know, even put posts further back in, so make it slightly smaller inside, but actually feed barriers in the front. There is scope to do two different things rather than just park stuff. Dave's little digger seems to have taken up permanent residence over there. It'll get evicted one day, but I'm in no rush. Not right now. Okay, shall we put a shredder in here? Shall we? Let's do that. Don't forget, the pipe is under there. Just check, I got most of it out yesterday. Do I need to get in there and fork any more out?